Hi y'all, it's me. As I mentioned in a previous video, I was in the mood for some Halloween crafting. I still am, but I wanted to show you what I have so far because it's going to take me a few minutes to get through it all. But anyway, I pulled it all out, and some of the items I used so that if you're looking or you like the idea, you can look for the die or whatever. You might have it in your stash. So I'm just going to start right away with this one. This was a Teimu die. It just reads Happy Halloween, and it looks like that, and I think it's so cute to use. Most of these will be embellishments that you're seeing, so I have plans to use them on other things or in other things, whichever comes first. But anyway, that's that one. And then the next die is from Trinity Stamps, and it is a coffee kind of cup. It has I've made this one for Thanksgiving or something, but I hadn't made this one, and I wanted to see what it looked like, so I just threw it together. I think that little spider coming out like a tea bag is so cute. Anyway, it's a pretty cute one. I had these glassine bags in my stash, so I decided to stamp on them. I added some bats from another die, which you'll see later on, and a little pumpkin, and this fence die is from Teimu as well, but I have it somewhere else later on. We'll get to that. But anyway, and then it just holds a little tag in the pocket, which I think is really cute. So it's a nice way to use as an embellishment. I also have this one here, and this one is I did some rickrack, some washi, some stamping in the background, Rattle Them Bones, and this little guy, and he's on foam, as is the sentiment, and he is a stamp from Simple Stories, this one right here. And I just think he looks really cute on there. And again, another place for, just a pocket for a tag, if I can get it out. So there you go. And so I thought that was pretty fun. The next thing I made was with Rosie's Studio, and it's this ticket die. And I think these came out really cute as well. Let me see, I'll show you this one here. And it is a little ghost holding his pail for trick-or-treat, some rickrack, a flower with some bling in the center. I believe these are from Lori on Instagram. And then the word boo, some diamond dots, and then I stamped a spider web. And just so you know, to get the lighter colors in the backgrounds, I used Distress Oxide Hickory, whatever this is, smoke. It just was better than using black. It kind of just helps it to fade away in the background a little bit. So that's the first one. The next one is the one with the kitty. And again, that's a stamp. I just fussy cut it, added some diamond dots, a little piece of a doily, a little spider, too cute to spook on the top of that one. And I used a stamp in the background of this one, and I don't think, oh wait, maybe I do have it. It's a cheese, it looks like cheesecloth. Let me see real quick. It's from Rubbernecker, and that's what the stamp looks like on the picture. And again, the company is Rubbernecker, and it just makes a nice background for things. So that's what I did with that gray in the back. And then the last one is this little one. And I used the word fabulous, some string, little ghost, and I'll show you that collection in just a bit. And then moon and a bat up there. I think it's so cute. So those were that next project that I got through. And then the next ones involve this 1.5 inch scallop and then this 1 inch circle. And to what I created with those were something like what would be equivalent of a bottle cap, if you will. So I layered on some sentiments with some diamond dots around the edge, and I stamped on the backgrounds, again using that gray underneath the black. It looks so cool like that. A little bow from a punch and a little bling. Hold on, they're stuck. Oh, here we go. This one is Happy Haunting. Again, the same thing, just stamped in the background, a bat on top, diamond dots around the edge. Another one. These are cute little embellishments for, for whatever you might need them for. Here's another one. And the sentiments all came from a stamp set that I just recently hauled from Elle Studio. It's this one here. It's called the Halloween tab stamp. And there's so many cute little sentiments on here. And that's how I created all these little tiny sentiments that are on here. Here's another. I did some stars, a cat, and then I stamped that netting stuff in the background. This one says Boo, and it's just a cute little ghost with a bow. And then the last one of these is this one, the little spider. So cute. And I believe a lot of these images came from, let me see really quickly. I think like the spider came from this set from Teimu, and then the others came from these little images that you see here. So that's where those came from. The next item I want to share with you is, if I can find the, sorry, I'm trying to find the, what goes with it. Here it is. It's this little box, and this was a Tim Holtz die that came out long ago. It makes a trick-or-treat bag, and here, let me see. It's not very big, and it comes with alphabets too. It looks like this. Oh shoot, it's all stuck together. I don't really use it like that, so anyway, that's what it looks like. And so I used that die to create this little thing, and it's just a little pouchy thing, and I thought it was super cute. I used these tiny little ghost stamps from Poppy. I don't know who that is. I've never heard of them, but I've had this for quite some time, and these ghosts are just adorable. I punched out stamped out a die cut a spider and a web, and that web came from Diamond Dies, who I used to design for a long time ago. I just cut off the portion that I needed. And then basically I just added some pretty trim, a bat, and some rickrack. And again, it's not very big, but it'll be cute for something. So I created that. The next thing I did was I have a die that cuts coin envelopes, so I cut this one out, and I chose not to close the lid. So I just basically covered the front, made it with paper and cardstock, put a doily in the background. I cut out the word Boo, and those are from I think that's from a die I have. I didn't bring that one out. Put a spider, and then that mummy is so cute. It's from this set that I got on Teimu, or maybe this was not. This was I used to design for them. I can't even think of their name at the moment. But anyhow, this is so cute, and I believe it came from, I'll think of it maybe. If not, but that's where it came from, and it's super cute. So it's just a little envelope to put something in something else. So that's that. The next item I want to share with you is a envelope die that I have from Journals for Life, and it looks like this. And it makes this pocket right here with the tag. It has the little tag in the back you can pull out. And what I thought was so cute is it looked perfect for a moon. So I added a little ghost, the word spooky. I stamped a moon and inked it and put these stamped little bats on it. And then these are die cuts, and I put these on the outer part of the envelope. These are the fence dies from Teimu that I was showing you earlier, and then I used one of them for this as well, and I used it in another project that's coming up. For the house that's in there, I decided to use this Tim Holtz house die right here, and I backed it with some yellow inked paper so it would have this kind of the same color as that. And when you pull it out, you have a tag to write on, and all the rest stays there. So, and I outlined it with a white gel pen to make it look like faux stitching, kind of cute. So I love that. I think that came out really fun. The next item I have to share with you is a stamp that I recently hauled. I didn't show it in a video, but it's a guest check from Sarah Bargo. She doesn't have them in stock anymore, but I was told she would be getting them in, and they come in 2 sizes. This is the smaller of the 2 sizes. It's just adorable, and you could see it got discolored from my ink, but it still works fine. So anyway, that one is what I used to create this guest check with, and it is so cute. I stamped it in orange. I added a bow from a die set I have with a bling. I added a witch, and this set came from Teimu as well. I love this set. This is where all the little bats come from and all the little things, you know, that you'll see around my embellishments. But she's just so cute, and I added some bling and the word spooky, which is a vertical stamp that I got from Pretty Pink Posh. This is all their Halloween words, and it's super cute. And so anyway, that's the word spooky there. And yeah, so it's really cute. I double layered her so she'd have a little bit of dimension. So that's the first one. And then the next one I created is this one. And I used some washi tape and I glued on some sequins. I stamped the Eat, Drink, and Be Scary. And in the background is that net that I showed you, the cheesecloth, a doily, a Dollar Tree flower with some cheesecloth in the back, a little foam sticker from Dollar Tree, and a little bow from my stash. I think those came out adorable. That's a cute die, or stamp rather, to have. So the next thing I created, and I wish I'd had one, I bought them and I don't know where the heck they ended up, but let me show you what it is and then I'll tell you about them. So I created this little shaker pocket, and I think it's just adorable. I made a little dangle for the side. I glued on a ribbon. I stamped and put a little tag here that says beautiful and too cute to spook. I have some shaker mix down in there. I stamped this and fussy cut it, and then I stamped this with embossing and heat embossed white web on there. I think it just looks so cool. So what these are, and let me show you the next one and then I'll tell you. Here again is another one, and I made a little dangle for this one. I took the word Halloween and just hung it on the end there on a garment pin, and then I have spider webs in there that were cut from a cupcake liner, that little mummy that I showed you earlier, the word haunting, and then some sequin mix on there and a bow up top. Now what these are is these are badge holders, vertical badge holders. And they are so much fun working with these because you don't have to worry about sealing with a fuse tool or anything, or you just put the shaker stuff in and there you go, you have a cute embellishment. Plus it has these 3 little holes on top so you can tie a bow through it, you can dangle things through it, and you can get these on Amazon. I got 30 for $5.99. The thing is, I don't know where I put them. These measure 4.5 by 2 3/4 perhaps, something around there. Super cute. So yeah, I really love these, and they're fun to make, and I could see making them for all the different holidays. They're just so much fun, and you don't have to worry. And if somebody you send this to wants, they can take the mix out and use it for their own thing. So those were super cute. Next, I used Erica's Scrap Diva Designs die. I used this golf cart. My husband is a golfer, and so that was the reason for buying it to begin with. However, I used it to create a, whoops, a piece fell out. I used it to create a Batmobile. And I think it came out so cute. I made this, I cut a die that was a spider web and then just cut the other parts I didn't want off. I put the Batmobile on here, and then added bats around and a spider web in the back, and used this for the seats, and I added some lights on it, and I just think it came out so adorable. So that's a super cute, fun embellishment to have, and it's made on foam, so it was really fun to create. So that was with that die. And then the next die I have is a die from Jelly Bean Soup, which is no longer around. I think you could still maybe find the die, but it makes this television set, and I decided to use this the Boo Crew, and I cut it out with the 5mm foam, and then orange on top. These are diamond dots, some buttons. I put a shaker mix in there with some Halloween paper in the background, and I think it just came out so cute. It's so cute. So she actually made a TV set and a telephone, which are adorable. And yeah, I love these. So I think these are super cute, and I will get around to making them at some point. And for the ghost in here, I got this set on Teimu, I believe. It's just a bunch of different ghosts. So cute. They have the hat, and I've used them on other things that you've seen already. So yeah, that's that one. And then I got two more things that I've made that I'd like to share. And this is using the KS Craft tote bag. I love this one. I have the other one they came out with a round handle, but the bottom of that one is curved, so it tends to rock, and I don't like that, especially if you're making it as a table favor for someone. I like it to sit flat. So anyhow, let me just show you what I've made. I made this little bag, and I think it came out so adorable. I used some various papers that I got off a pad from Michael's several years ago, a felt ghost from Dollar Tree. I put the, the phrase here. It's a digital that has all kind of Halloween phrases, some sequin trim. That's the back of the cupcake liner, a ghost over here, or not, a spider over here. This flower is from Dollar Tree. They have it out for summer. This was a thing from Dollar Tree long ago, some buttons, and this bow was a die I shared earlier on a haul video from the Greetery. It makes red, white, and blue bows, but it also looks really cute for Halloween, so I went ahead and used it for this, and I just think it came out so cute to use as a little gift for someone to fill with goodies. And yeah, I was really pleased with this one. And then the next and last item I have to share with you is using Scrap Diva Designs gift box, and it has all these components that go with it. So I decided to make this little gift box, and I think it came out so cute. I made the front as a shaker, and well, there's a lot going on here. So there's a kitty that's here, a die. This is part of the kit. It's just all in there that when you do it. I have clouds in the background, and then the ghosts, they're on fishing wire, so they wiggle around with the sequin mix, which I think is so cute. And those were that cute little ghost die that I shared with you earlier, not the last one, but the one prior, and now I don't know where it is. It's chaotic in here. But anyhow, I used that bow again, and the top I did here. Now, the only thing I can tell you is if you're going to do a striped top like this, you have to cut out two of them, one in the one material and the other in the other. But the lines don't end up where you get a piece here and a piece here, the way that it's scored. So I just cut my own and laid them on, and you may or not be able to see, no, you can't see them, but the score marks that it marks in there are different than the pieces I laid out, just so you are aware of that. And on the side I put a fence with a tree, really cute. And on the back I have a door with diamond dots, a fence, a kitten, a shelf with a skull on it, the number 31. I think it's just adorable. There, you could kind of see how the score lines are there. Yeah, I kind of went off the grid and did my own so that I have a thing about things being balanced, so I just kind of did that to balance it out. And then again on this side is another tree. So there you go. Those are my Halloween projects for now. I'm still doing more as we're, there's still more coming. This is just what I've accomplished so far, which is quite a bit. So if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, do what makes you happy. Bye for now.